You want to know how we flipped an $800,000 house in the middle of a golf course community? In this video, we're going to talk about the nitty-gritty and everything, how we structured the deal, how we found the deal, and the entire renovation process, taking this old, distressed house and bringing it back to life. Now, we found this deal by calling a probate list. One of my lead managers at the time was dialing out, calling one of our lists, and the seller picked up the phone. Now, this lady was in a really dark, deep, depressing state, and she was still mourning the loss of her husband. The house was in disarray, super distressed. There was a lot of work that needed to go into it, and she just felt helpless. She was in a dark place in her life, and so when my lead manager got on the phone, he onboarded her into our system. And as soon as I saw that we had a house in this community, I was hot on the trail. So we got on the phone, connected with Miss Tamara, and that same very day, we met her on site at this very house. We walked through her situation, and at the end of the day, our goal was to identify how we could best serve her to take her from where she was in this 4,000 square foot house and put her in a better position. So fast forward the track about 6 months, we were able to structure this deal creatively with a seller carryback. We brought up the moving trucks, loaded all of her stuff into these trucks, and helped her move out to Tennessee to be closer with her son. Now, in this process, the reason that we structured it as a seller carry was because it allowed us to come into the property without any upfront cash. I was able to bring in the money to actually stabilize the house, go through the entire renovation from the inside, and then we moved on to the outside. And when we got it to a place where we could structure it for a loan closing, all of the work was already done so that we got teed up, qualified, and got the loan closed without having to do any type of bridge capital. The renovation schedule, we started inside of the house, starting with the top floor, and we worked our way down. Now, this house, including the basement, is 3 stories, so there's a lot of living space that we had to cover. But by having the top-down approach and starting with the bedrooms upstairs, we're able to get everything taped off, prep it, do the drywall work, clear out all the old carpets that were full of dander, and give us a clear palette for moving in. Now, when we got down to the kitchen area, we've got a big open concept kitchen with a massive island in the middle of it. So at the time, we had a big bar top that had a huge cutting board on top of it, and the kitchen just felt compressed. There was way too much stuff packed inside of this small space. So I had the crew chop it down, tap, tap, giving us a nice, solid open concept slab that we could utilize as an eat-in kitchen, sink, dishwasher, and it gives us more of an open concept feel. You've got the industrial refrigerator on one side and the freezer on the other, which is super nice because you've got massive space for all of your cooking needs. We've got a bunch of counter space on this side as well with a little bar area, bar sink, got the custom ice maker, some wine bottles, and just a really nice place for hosting. So we got everything buttoned up just in the nick of time where we were able to get it to the closing table where we actually funded the loan. And after the inside of the house was done, we had a huge project on our hands with the backyard, which was the second phase of renovations. Check it out.